Good morrow, scholars. Now, once again, for some stupid reason, the video recorded, but not the sound. And bandicam's just being really obnoxious with me the last couple of days. And I'm going to have to go back and re-record, I think, the last 2 episodes of Resident Evil by the looks of it. For some reason, even though I set it so that the webcam would be my primary sound device, it didn't do that. And I'm hoping that when I recorded yesterday, that it did, but I really doubt it. At this point, it's just going to be, let's see. I mean, this is a Pokemon Nuzlocke here that I'm doing, and I'm going to go back, I guess, and do voiceovers for Resident Evil, just so I can describe what's going on in detail. And I guess in post-commentary for Resident Evil might actually be better, because I won't have to lose track of what I'm doing, but you guys would miss out on all the live reaction that I had in the video, which is really upsetting. I'm really mad about that. I don't know what is wrong with bandicam this last few days. Anyway, so this is a Pokemon Soul Silver, like I was playing earlier, and interestingly enough, I took the videos down and I decided to start over, specifically for this reason, because the video I was recording was without sound. Anyway, so I'm going to keep better care to pay attention to bandicam's failings so far, and I'm going to look for a new video recording software that won't let me down so much. Here, I decided, since this is the Avatar Soul Silver Challenge, to name myself Bolin, because I figured I look more like Bolin than I do anybody else, oddly enough. And also, you know, I'm just that kind of guy. Anyway, as I'm saying, this is the Pokemon Avatar Randomizer Nuzlocke Challenge. Now, I'm combining 2 different things. The original one is the Nuzlocke, which, you know, you catch the first Pokemon on a route, you have to nickname it. If it faints, it's considered dead and it cannot be used. Well, in addition to those rules, I'm instituting the Avatar Challenge, which you have to pick one of the 4 nations in the Avatar universe, and only certain Pokemon are attributed to certain nations, and whichever nation you pick, you can only catch those Pokemon. Since this is a Nuzlocke, and it would be unfair to catch only the first Pokemon if it happens to be under your nation, the first Pokemon you can encounter from your nation, you can catch. I want to get that out of the way. So let's say the 3rd Pokemon I encounter on a route is of the Fire Nation, which have Dragon, Fire, Electric, and Dark. Which is kind of ironic considering, you know, Light. I feel like they should have Psychic. I feel like the Fire Nation should have Psychic. Because Combustion Man? Anyway, that's not important at this moment. What is important, let's say the 3rd Pokemon I encountered on a route was a Fire type, but the first 2 Pokemon were, we'll say, Water and Flying. I could not catch the first 2, but the Fire type I could. And since it would be completely unfair if I were to play the game and not catch a single Pokemon on a route because it's not the primary or the correct typing. And I feel really bad because we had some fun commentary right here in this video. I don't understand why bandicam is letting me down like this. I guess from now on I need to pause, or I need to not record immediately. I need to check and make sure that it's actually playing the sound. So I'll do that from now on. But I don't understand. I made sure yesterday, and it just, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, or behind myself, I suppose. Where were we? Okay, let's say you don't get to catch a single Pokemon on a route. They all belong to a different nation than the one you picked. I feel that the first Pokemon you encounter, after encountering all of them, you should be allowed to use as a placeholder, so that you don't have to go, let's say, 10 routes without catching a single Pokemon. But you have to give up that Pokemon after the next gym battle. Oh, I'm just going over some personal rules for the challenge. So let me know if you guys would like to see that, or if you wouldn't. I'm probably going to do it anyway, at least for the initial playthrough, or like towards the beginning. That way there's less of a problem with everything. Because, the fewer Pokemon you have in the beginning, the harder it gets. Although, I guess the fewer Pokemon you have at the end, the harder it would be even more so. But yeah, for right now, I feel like if none of them belong to your nation, you should be allowed to use one. Oh, before I forget, normal types can be used by any nation. So, if nothing else, if there's a normal type on a route, okay, you check every single Pokemon, the last one you encounter is a normal type. You have to catch that one. So I could end up with a team of normal types. Now here, we spend quite a bit of time just goofing around with Professor Elm's voice, and I really wish we could go over what we said, but I'm doing post-commentary in Windows Movie Maker, so it's impossible for us to make out the letters to read the text, and I've already forgotten everything that was said. And this is really upsetting to me, very, very much so. And I really wanted to work out too after watching some videos and relaxing, but this is become too stressful. And I still have like 11 minutes of recording my voice for this that I need to do, and then the other video is like 16 minutes long. Okay, so I paused the video and restarted the recording here, as you can see, because the error message came up. My Pokemon are Butterfree, Vibrava, and a Roselia. Now Roselia would fall under the category of the water tribe, because water has obviously water, ice, grass, and poison. Yes, Mama?
Thank you for the water.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh my goodness. And Vibrava, as Adam pointed out while I was playing earlier when we were recording this in the first place, Vibrava is actually ground and dragon. So, because he's ground and dragon, technically I could choose either the Earth Kingdom, or I could choose the Fire Nation. However, because the primary typing is ground, I would feel that he would have to be categorized underneath the Earth Kingdom rather than the Fire Nation, because the sub-typing. But because Flygon is primary dragon and then ground, an argument could be said for either one. And the Butterfree being bug and flying would fall under the category of the air nomads, which you'll see here in a minute. If I remember correctly, I forget how long it takes us to decide which Pokemon to pick. So if I were to choose Roselia, since it stayed on here the longest, let's say... Actually, if we didn't do the randomizer, Roselia would be the best one to pick because there's a lot of water types. We were discussing this, choosing the Fire Nation or the Air Nomads. We wouldn't get the best grouping of Pokemon in terms of number because there's the air nomads get bug, flying, psychic, and ghost. There's not a lot of ghost type Pokemon. There's not a lot of psychic type Pokemon. There's a lot of flying type Pokemon. Well, a decent number. And bugs are quite prominent. The Fire Nation, that one wouldn't be the best one because there's so few dragons, there are so few dark types, there aren't too many electric types, and fire is rather prominent, so there's that. The Earth Kingdom, that one would have been the toughest because the Earth Kingdom, they have to have the typings of ground, rock, steel, or fighting. We forgetting anything? No, I think that's all the nations and everything. I feel really bad. Somebody actually started watching the Resident Evil playthrough before I had a chance to go and record it, re-record it, and have my voice in there. So, it was about here that Adam pointed out that Vibrava is ground and dragon. I thought it still had Trapinch's typings being bug and ground, I mean?
Trapinch's pure ground.
Oh, okay, pure ground. See, I feel like that doesn't make sense. Anyway.
What is it?
It's one of those antlion things. Yeah. They're the ones that dig those little pits and they're at the center. Basically, it's a sarlacc pit. And, you know, bugs fall in, they can't climb out, and they exhaust themselves until they fall in, and they get eaten. Yeah. Mother Nature is scary. Anywho, so Adam points out that it's part dragon, and the reason is that it's a dragonfly. And I've never noticed that in all my years of Pokemon. As you can see here, I talk about how stupid I am. And once again, here I am saying how stupid I am. But, actually, okay, yeah, here we are. This is where we decide which Pokemon I pick. Because which Pokemon I pick means which of the 4 nations I end up being adhered to. Because I don't want Roselia, we were flipping a coin for Vibrava and Butterfree. And we flipped the coin, it came up tails, which was for Butterfree, and so that's the one I picked. However, I make a literal misclick in the next minute or so, I think. I'm pretty sure, because my sister had come in by this point, and she was asking about the shirt that I'm wearing, although on screen it's, what do you call it? The Earth Kingdom shirt. And because I chose Butterfree, I decided that it would be best to kind of stick with the whatchamacallit, the spirit, I guess you could say, of the Avatar Challenge. And I actually have one shirt for each nation in the Avatar universe. You've seen me wear the Earth Kingdom shirt quite often. And I've even worn the Air Nomads before. And if you haven't figured out by now, that's actually what I'm doing at this moment, is going to get the Air Nomad t-shirt and wear it for the remainder of the Nuzlocke. So, I'll keep this shirt on, and I'll try and wear it every single time I'm recording for the videos. And I think I'll cut the episode early, just so that, you know, I don't have to continue rambling. Again, I'm sorry that none of the voiceovers we had done were salvageable, because once again, bandicam really let me down today. Alright, so Butterfree. Okay, I want to get its nickname in before I do anything else. We were discussing different names that I could give it, and I noticed, because I was going to name it Aang at first, that it was female. And so I realized the best name for it would be, and I want to try and say it about the time that I start typing it out, is Yang Chen or Yang Chen, or however it would be pronounced. Forgive me if there are any Chinese viewers. And I didn't know if there should be a space or not, so I didn't put one. She is actually the air nomad avatar before Aang. You guys remember in the last couple of episodes. Okay, so this is us being sent on our mission to Mr. Pokemon to get the egg. I feel bad because I really want to know what the egg was in my previous Nuzlocke. I might go back and play that one again just a little bit. Anyway, dang, I'm like right towards the end. I guess I could just keep talking. Alright, well, I'm going to end the episode here. I'm sorry that I've had so many technical difficulties in the last couple of days. I'm kind of afraid. No. All those episodes of Resident Evil I recorded, those should still have sound, because that was before bandicam started acting up. Because I recorded like 5 episodes in a day. Alright. So, any suggestions on how I can make these videos not so problematic later on? I would love to know. Again, I'm sorry that I messed up so badly. I may end up leaving Resident Evil the way it is, just because, but, oh well. I think that's about it. Here, he gives us some potions. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Like I said, thanks you guys for watching. I promise the next episodes for everything will be a lot better. And let me know what games you want to see me play. I keep going over different schedule suggestions. And until next time, goodbye everybody.